With everything being online nowadays, making money is honestly easy as ever. There's so many ways to make passive income, so many ways to make extra cash on the side. And today I'm gonna go over 5 ways to make money online that I've done personally and that you can do starting today. So if that sounds interesting, let's get into it. Before I start this list, I want to say that all of these things I have done personally. So I don't want to go into things that I've never done before, that I can just name off random things that you can make money from, but that I've never had experience with. So I'm going to go over things that I've actually done, I've actually put my money into, and that I've been profitable with, so that you guys can do the same. So a little background before I start. I used to love making passive income outside of my minimum wage job, which was at Target at the time. I used to go out and buy very exclusive and hyped sneakers. Sneakers like Yeezys, exclusive Jordans, Supreme, Babe, anything that was super hype and at a high resale value, I would go buy and then resell it. For example, I was able to get my hands on the Off-White Vapor Maxes. Now I bought those things for like $220 and I sold them for over $800 on Facebook Marketplace. The fact that someone wanted to buy an $800 shoe is just beyond me, but I made $600 profit from it. So after I did, I was like,
man, this is awesome. I want to do more.
But now, as of recently, I've tried to put my money in different places and gain income from different sources. So without further ado, number 1, Forex. Now, if you follow me on my Instagram and you follow me on social media, you know I've been posting about Forex here and there. If you don't know what Forex is, it stands for the foreign exchange market. Basically, you are trading the value of different currencies at different prices. And you've actually done it before. If you've gone to a different country like Mexico, Australia, New Zealand, wherever, and you've tried to exchange US dollars for the country that you're going to, you've basically done foreign exchange trading. And this is the same thing that I've done myself. I've used an app called MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5. You put in money in there and you look at the graphs, which you can totally learn from any online Forex classes or wherever you want to learn that from, and try to trade from there. One thing you have to realize is Forex can be very volatile at times. So you have to be very careful with how you're trading. You have to know what you're doing, and you have to have a good amount of money invested before you actually start doing this. Now, don't get me wrong, it can be very profitable if you do it the right way, but you have to be very aware that you have to put in a good amount of money to begin. I have seen people put in $50, $100, $200 and make a lot, but the majority of people have to put in a good amount of money before they can actually start making a reasonable profit. Overall, I still advise you to go into Forex and try it, but just know it does take a little bit of time to practice and get a hold of it. Number 2, we have stocks. Stocks like Amazon, Apple, Tesla, whatever you can think of. You can buy on there and make a profit if you buy and hold. Now, with Robinhood, you have to be a little bit more patient. Stocks take a bit more time to grow, so you have to let your money sit for a while and then let it grow gradually. Personally, I have my money in Apple, Amazon, and Tesla, and I've just been letting it sit. Now, if you're good at researching stocks and you can find a stock that's cheap and that's on the rise, you can put a lot of money in there and gain a lot in months, years, whenever, if you find the right stock to invest in. Number 3, we have using a specific skill and then using that skill for monetary value. For me, I was good at writing resumes, writing my own resume, and actually helping other people write their own resumes. If you've ever written a resume before, you know how difficult it is to write down in a few sentences your whole job in just a piece of paper. And I found myself actually pretty good at that. So what I did is I went out to Fiverr, to my school friends, I went to people that I knew, and I was like, hey, I can help you write your resume, I can help you find the correct verbiage, format it and everything, and you give me a small payment. Now obviously this was nothing crazy, but I did this because I knew I had a good skill that I could help other people with, and in return give them a good resume and then me gain monetary value out of it. Now for you, resume writing might not be the skill that you're good at. For you, it might be photo editing, editing certain videos, essay writing. There are so many things that you can do on Fiverr specifically that if you have a good skill with, you can gain great monetary value from. Now, number 4 is going to be starting an online business. Now, this one can be a little bit complicated. The reason I say that is because an online business can be very complex and can take a lot of time to grow depending on what you want to do. Now, for me personally, I have 2 businesses that I think I have control of. One is my YouTube channel and second is my Shopify dropshipping store. Both of these things I put my own money into and have been wanting to see them grow slowly but surely. Let me start off with Shopify dropshipping. I've mentioned this in my earlier videos before. That's something I like to do is because you don't have to have active inventory at your disposal to sell your goods. Shopify dropshipping dropshipping consists of making a cool website for a certain product, promoting that product on Facebook, Instagram, wherever, for people to go and access your website. They then buy your product and then you ship it to them with no inventory in your hand at all. That's why dropshipping is so cool and e-commerce is on the rise, because everything is now online. You don't have to have physical pieces of goods to go and distribute and go to sell to people. You can just do it from your computer. And secondly, my YouTube channel. Now, I haven't made any money off of YouTube yet. I've bought my own camera, I've bought my own lights, I've bought my own microphone, I've bought a whole setup so I can make the best videos that I can and be the most productive I can be. And sure, I won't gain monetary value soon, but in the long run, I hope to make at least some sort of monetary value that I enjoy. And for you, that could be your own YouTube channel, that could be a podcast, that could be investing in real estate, whatever that you're interested in, you can go ahead and start if you're very passionate about it. And that's one thing that I have to preface as well, is that you have to be passionate about your side hustle. I always think of side hustles as things that you are really passionate about, but you can't make that your primary job just yet. And for me, I'm still working a job as well. I have a 9-to-5 job that I'm working from home and it pays pretty well, but my side hustles are something that I'm super passionate about, and I'm hoping that those can be my main sources of income in the future. And now last but not least, online user websites. Now this one can kind of be a side hustle, but it's just a nice stream of income, and I highly encourage all of you to do this. This costs absolutely no money to do, and it's free and it pays pretty well. It's called user testing. User testing is an online platform where you take website tests, people trying to open up their own websites or have people test out websites that are currently in production. It costs absolutely no money to sign up, and you get paid $10 for every single test. Now I know what you're thinking.
Oh, Ashan, this is one of those tests where you have to take like 300 of them and you get like a $5 Amazon gift card.
No, that is not it. Trust me. You get paid $10 every single test, and you get multiple tests every single day. Now, granted, you don't get accepted for every single test, but if I had to average out how much money I make per day from this, I would say around $50 to $60 every single day. And each of them take at most 10 minutes to complete. On average, I'm spending about 50 to 60 minutes per day making $50 to $60. I mean, that makes sense to me. I'll link down below how to get started for user testing. It's super easy. You just have to sign up, give them your email, take a practice test that takes around 15 to 20 minutes. Someone then reviews your test and then gets back to you if you got qualified or not. And don't worry if you don't get qualified right away, you can try again. After you get qualified, you just type in your age, how much money you make, what your interests are, and based off of that, they send you multiple tests from your phone or your computer. For me personally, if you're someone who's very risk averse, you don't like putting too much money in to begin with, this is the one that I would highly encourage you to start, because it takes absolutely no money to start and you get $10 for every single test. I mean, honestly, that's not bad. That's pretty good if you ask me. And for me, those 5 have been very successful. I've used all those 5, and I think those are the best 5 ways to make passive income. Now, that's just my opinion. Of course, you all might have different ways of doing this, might have different hobbies, different passions, and different ways of making money. And I feel like for my age, I feel like I'm in a great position to use all of these to my advantage, and later down the road, make even more than I am making right now. And that's about it. Those 5 are the main sources of income that I make and that I really follow day to day. And if you guys have any other income sources that you like to make, please leave them below in the comments. I'd love to see those. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want to see any other types of finance and money related videos. I'll be glad and happy to make them. Other than that, please subscribe, leave a like, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.